But moving on now to another shocking incident that reeks of prejudice and bias. A couple belonging to different religions was allegedly denied a room in a hotel in Bengaluru. The incident took place at the Olive Residency Hotel located in the heart of Bengaluru city. The husband, Shafiq Hakim, and his wife, Divya, were refused a room even after they had shown the hotel staff their ID cards. Now, the receptionist allegedly said that the Hindu-Muslim couple cannot be living together. In fact, the receptionist said that he had been given instructions and that it was a policy of the hotel not to provide a room to a Hindu-Muslim couple because it could cause problems. We have a couple of reactions as well. We have a reaction from the owner of the hotel who say that, who have in fact refuted the claims of the couple, saying that they were denied a room not because of their religion, but because they did not have the proper identification cards. In fact, I'm being told that we have the couple right now with us who had to really go through quite an ordeal after being denied a room. We have Shafiq and Divya right now. Shafiq and Divya, thanks so much for speaking to us. You know, we got a chance to speak to the owner of this hotel. In their defense, they say that they did not refuse a room to both of you on the grounds of religion, but because they found something suspicious about your movements. They felt that both of you were not carrying any luggage. They claim that you did not even, provide proper ID cards. Now, just tell us your side of the story.
Actually, what they said is that there is ample proof regarding identity, but we show voters' identity, and after seeing that voters' ID name, they replied us that there is no room for us. There is my name as Divya, and there is Shafiq name as Shafiq. After reading again and again, this Shafiq, this Divya, there is no room in our hotel. That was the response from the part of this Olive Residency. Then what we feel from that response is that there is some inhibition on this identity, that Muslim identity, this is Hindu identity. He expressly said that this Muslim, this Hindu, there is no room for us, it is their policy. That was his response. There is no,
No, was that told to you, Divya, specifically when you showed them your ID cards? Is that exactly what the receptionist had to tell you, that we cannot give you a room because you're a Hindu and your husband is a Muslim?
Yes, yes.
Expressly said.
Expressly said.
Actually,
yes.
Actually, first he at the first time he did not show any problem, any hesitation, and he showed us the room. And after that, returning to the cabin, and after that he asked us identity card. Usually one ID card is enough. At that time I gave him my ID card. Then after if you examine the video footage from that place, you can easily understand. Then after he again asked Divya's identity card, and also we produced that ID card. Then after suddenly he while he entering into the name to the register book, he noticed the name difference. So he again and again examined that ID card, and after that suddenly stopped all the procedure and told us that you don't give, you are not be given any room. Suddenly he said. So I directly asked him why, what's the reason. So he said that this is Shafiq and this is Divya.
Yes.
How we can give you a single room? So again I said, so what? I am Shafiq and she is Divya. So what? So he again said that you are a Muslim and she is a Hindu. So we are not giving room to a Muslim guy with a Hindu woman.
Now Shafiq, when you were told repeatedly and quite explicitly that you will not be given a room because you're a Muslim and she's a Hindu, your wife, what was your reaction? Did they ask you to leave immediately?
Who? We?
The hotel staff, the receptionist?
No. He stayed there and he again and repeatedly he answered our question at that time. And at that time we asked him, do you know the legal consequences of what you are saying? So he said that this is our hotel policy. That is his response. So,
You know,
at that time we were much humiliated, and we were much insulted. So we become so very much heat, and he talk was happening. Divya asked him that you should show the hotel policy where the such type of instruction should be written.
Right.
So you should show. So at that time he said that we don't give you the room, we don't give you the room. So we don't give you the room to the people who are coming from different religion. That is his thing.
Again, he did not say anything about the ID card problem. He did not raise any objection to such ID card, because one is voter's ID, both are voter's ID. Now he said that there is no ample of ID proof. But actually, after seeing this ID proof, he recognized that this one is Shafiq, one is Muslim, one is Shafiq and another is Divya. Then he rejected us a room. Then from this ID card, he sought that information that both are different community.
No, this is absolutely shocking, because, you know, when our Divya, when our correspondents today confronted the owner of this hotel and asked him some very, tough questions, some pointed questions, he categorically denied that the denial of rooms were based on religion. You know, what he said was that proper ID cards were not given, and that raised suspicion. And then there was another very bizarre clarification that came from him, saying that they did not see any luggage that the two of you were carrying, which was rather strange as to why would a hotel deny you a room for any amount of time that you choose.
May I intervene?
Yes, please, Shafiq, go ahead.
We believe that is the real reason. If we leave all the things, we don't carry any luggage. We don't carry any luggage. Is it a genuine reason to reject a person a room?
No, not at all.
No, not at all. So then, what is the logic behind that thing? If you examine the footage, you can understand. In my shoulder, there is sufficient luggage. What type of luggage and how much type of luggage should be carried by me is determined only by me, decided by me. That is my right, not by the hotel room management's rights. It's our right. So here the question is that at that time the hotel receptionist or any other person raised such type of question. Only he raised that you are Muslim and she is Hindu. Such words. Yesterday, a news portal named the News Minutes. They published a news in which an audio clip was attached. In that audio clip, the reporter interviewed the receptionist. In that voice clip, the receptionist clearly said that we rejected room because both are come from different religions.
You know, actually, but Shafiq, when I was just listening in to what the owner had to say, the receptionist actually was just probably doing the job that was given to her. I mean, the real instructions and orders had come from above, which is absolutely shocking, and the bizarre explanation that has come from the owner of the hotel. You have, narrated to us your ordeal, the horrifying experience that you and your wife had to endure. What will be your next step? Will you, lodge a complaint against this hotel?
Actually, we are planning to. Actually, today we didn't have get sufficient time. We both planning is that to approach the legal bodies against such injustice and religious discriminative approach from the side of the management and the hotel. That is what we are planning.
You know, I was just talking about the harrowing experience that both of you had to go through, and for such a short limited amount of time you needed some time at the hotel. Were they asking you several other questions, or were they only stuck about your religious identity?
Only religious identity. There is no other question. I asked him, you should call police officer. You just call police officer. He never tried. He never ready to call police officer or any other thing. He merely said that you don't. We are not giving any room to you. You just leave.
He did not even ask any other document showing our identity. If that identity is not proper, then he may ask other identity showing other proof for showing our identity. But there was no such question regarding any other ID proof. This ID proof is sufficient from his attitude.
Absolutely. It's the voter's identity card.
You know.
Shafiq and Divya, just stay on with me. Shafiq and Divya, I'll just request you to stay on with me. You know, I would like both of you to hear what the owner of this hotel had to tell our correspondent. You must just listen to the clarification issued by the hotel.
कल एक लड़का लड़की आया था, वो लोग दूसरा केरला से आया था, इधर आके आधा घंटे के लिए रूम पूछा है, आधा घंटे के लिए 600 रुपये करके पूछा, हम लोग को आधा घंटे के लिए और बिना लगेज के लिए नहीं देता करके हमारा कैशियर ने वापस बोल दिया। उसके बाद नहीं हम पर्पस भी पूछा हमारा कैशियर, पर्पस पूछने से पर्पस उसका पास नहीं था और लगेज भी नहीं था, इसलिए मना किया। हम लोग को वो तो रैश बात किया हमारा लड़का का कैशियर के साथ, हम लोग को थोड़ा डाउट हुआ, इसलिए हम लोग मना किया रूम देने के लिए, इतना ही है। वो बता सकता था, वो लोग इंटरव्यू के लिए बिना इंटीमेशन वो इंटरव्यू पे आ सकता है क्या? वो लोग का बिहेव हम लोग को ठीक नहीं, सेटिस्फेक्शन नहीं हुआ, पॉलिसी नहीं है, ऐसा हम लोग पार्शियलिटी भी नहीं करता, सब लोग को देता, हिंदू मुस्लिम प्रॉपर डॉक्यूमेंट्स आईडी फुलफिल करना, उतना ही।
Okay, Shafiq and Divya, the couple who were denied a room because of their religion is with us. Shafiq and Divya, did you hear the owner? You know, he's squarely pinning the blame on the two of you, saying that, you know, you did not provide the hotel with requisite or proper identity cards. You claim that you had given your voter cards, and the owner of that hotel accusing you of being impolite, of being ill-mannered with the staff.
He's saying
in
like
any hotel, voter's ID is sufficient.
Yes.
To that residency, what ID we want to produce before him?
No, and did they specify then, if they were not satisfied with a voter identity card, did they specify which other identity did they need?
He's lying. Actually, he's lying. He's expressing lying. Actually, yesterday we produced sufficient documents. You can bring the footage to the video, or you can show the footage from the, that means CCTV footage. You can examine. So we produce the sufficient document according to the law, and he never raised any other documentary issue or any other thing.
No, and who asks that also, Shafiq? When one goes to a hotel to book a room, you don't go with your bank accounts, you don't go with your passport, you don't go with, you know, all the other identities just for booking a hotel room. Isn't that bizarre that they didn't even specify what kind of identity they needed for both of you to book a room?
I can't understand. Once more?
What kind of identity?
Can you hear me now?
No, please.
I was saying, Shafiq, that when one goes to book a hotel room, nobody goes with, you know, all of their identification papers. Nobody goes with their bank accounts, or, you know, if you have a passport, you don't really have to show other details as such. So what exactly identity were they looking for from both of you?
That will be asked to them. What kind of identity we have to produce for getting a room? We actually produced the identity proof. Even after giving that identity proof, they rejected us on the ground of this name, different community bearing name.
Right.
That is the actual factual situation happened in yesterday. But now we said that proof is not sufficient.
Whether one question, whether we,
there is no leakage. What is the logic behind that false allegation?
Right.
Did we produce false documents that she is not a Hindu or I am not a Muslim? That such type of document he needs. What type of people are
then
there?
he may ask to us any other document he wants. then we will, if we have, then we will submit, because it is our necessity that we want a room for
certainly.
Our personal need.
Right.
But he is completely denying us by rejecting.
Yes. But you know, Divya and Shafiq, no one can even imagine the kind of embarrassment and you know, the ordeal that both of you had to go through. You have put out your story. We will continue to get more reactions. Thank you both for joining us. Thank you for telling us your version as well. We'll continue to get you more updates on the story in just a bit.